Hello there, my name is Mike Lombardo. Cameron reached out to me earlier today and said you guys needed an SEO audit report, and I'm going to give you that pretty detailed. Maybe next time we're on the phone, we can go even further and deep dive more, but I think you should get the general point after what we're about to go through. Now, I've actually recorded like a 25-minute video before this for you guys, and the whole time I was muted. So I'm gonna do it again. So let's see what happens. This time I know for sure I'm unmuted and we're good to go. So let's start off with the report that I had for some reason. Here it is. Let's go to the very top and let's start this. So website marketing audit. Here we go. This is going to be not as good as you think because I'm going to go through there and show you. We got a mobile page speed that's decent. It should be at green. We have keyword ranking. We have off-page optimization that doesn't exist pretty much. The visibility is 3.75 out of 10 and some other things. Now let's go and explain that. Let's go down to the on-page optimization. So this is like on the actual website page that you guys have. We have no meta description. We have no H1 tag, and the word count is below what the standard of Google truly wants. It wants at least 650 characters or more, or 650 words or more, and I don't think that you're providing that on this page. So the H1 tag, what is that and why is it important? So right here, let's go onto your website. Oops. First thing I notice as soon as we load in, I actually see there's like a white space right here. So that's actually some bad design right there. We need to push that back up. I know it's really small to you guys, but it's kind of a big deal to me because I develop these websites all day long. So welcome to the Way Martial Arts, right? This is your main header. The problem is when we go into the code, we see that it is an H2. And H2 pretty much means that like at the start of every page, you need an H1 header. The H1 header tells Google, hey, this is what the page is about. Like every search engine, every single page needs an H1 header, and it's the main topic of the page. So if your main topic is martial arts, then you need this to be an H1. So right then and there, that should have been an H1 right there. And it's very important, like it really is, because think about it as a structure. You have an H1, H2, H3, and it keeps going down. That's like a structure, like a hierarchy. The H1 is at the top. It's the main topic of the page. H2s are like little subtopics within that main topic. So we have like martial arts. Like what else do? You should be putting in a lot of the services that you do. I think so. Let's now go into the services classes. So here's the classes. You got Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kids kids martial arts. You've got grappling, which we're gonna go later on. We're gonna go check out your keywords, and I'm actually gonna show you that grappling. It's super irrelevant in your area. Nobody's actually searching for it, so it doesn't even matter. But obviously it's a service, so you keep that. We got kickboxing, that's a good one. Yep, we got the program and self-defense, that's another good one. So you do have these classes, but some of these should be listed on the main topic of the whole website, because the homepage is like a brief explainer and a catch point. It's the most important page on your website. When somebody comes from Google My Business, Google Maps, or from a web page and they're coming directly to your homepage, you need to entice them. Why are you better? What catches their eye on it? What catches their eye is private classes maybe. So when we come over here, I noticed that you have these additional packages, and I think that's kind of unnecessary to add like an extra page just for these additional packages. I think you just need to include it in your classes area and instead put these as well on your home page to let people know, hey, we also do one-on-one private lessons. We do Brazilian, we're masters in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's what we master in. We can do it for kids. A lot of this information isn't straight up on the home page, which is like super, super important for 2023. Let's keep going. We got the instructors. This is a great page. So this doesn't even need to change. This is a good page. You want this. Shows credibility. It shows who's teaching here. You can even book a 1v1. I think this is a great page. Additional packages. We just talked about that. We should move that over. There's too much going on up here. Frequently asked questions. This right here, this takes up the whole page. So right here is these need to be like one single. Think about it as like an accordion folder, and this is like compressed, and all you see is how much does it cost. They click on it, and then it expands, and then they can see the lettering underneath. All of these need to be that way because based on how I'm looking at it, it's very hard to read. These don't distinctify the questions in a visual way. I have to really look and search to find it. It's kind of frustrating. If these were all just kind of like lined up like this, and if you clicked on them, you could then see the text, it'd be a lot easier to use for the user. So I think user experience right here is not good for your frequently asked questions page. And it goes back down to even the book the trial page down here, because you actually have it listed down here too. This needs to be like an accordion. You need a better user experience for this. The trial classes, it definitely needs like a better picture or something that kind of like gets them excited while they're filling out this form. It's a little bit just too basic, and that's just human psychology. That's the way people work when they're working with these pages. I do advanced AI design for apps, mobile applications, even and especially websites. Local service websites is like my specialty, and page user experience is super important because Google, the longer, like let's say somebody clicks on a link on Google search. So let's do that right now. Let's do a Google search for MMA Lake Worth, right? As soon as we click this link, Google is counting how long you're staying on that page before you back out. And Google wants to know that because if you back out really quickly, it means that you weren't really interested in the search result. It didn't really answer the question you wanted. It didn't give you what you wanted on this search query. So then they move you down and they give somebody else a chance. So it's really imperative that you have a good user experience and they stay on your web page for as long as possible, because that will increase the rank of the keyword that we currently searched here. If I stay on the page longer, Google sees that, they say, oh, very relevant for MMA Lake Worth. So very, very important that this home page is telling a good amount of information, because it doesn't tell enough information. We get it, you're in martial arts. It's very basic. It looks like it came from, no offense, a Squarespace site or something, like a pre-template, and you just kind of filled some blanks, and right here there's some errors in some of the things. So that is something that I would change, is like some of the design, make it a little bit more interesting, and really key the endpoints of what you guys do on here and why you guys are better than everybody else and why they should choose you guys. We need more videos, more pictures, more things to kind of excite people that way. So that's what I would go on. What's really nice is you guys have a blog, so that's good, and it looks like it's been updated. It was like September something, September 13th right here. So that was good. We have a good blog. Your products, I have no idea what's going on here. Don't see a picture. Don't know what that means. Kind of confuses me. Still no picture, no description. Why would I buy this on your website when there's really nothing? Nobody buys this. I can guarantee you probably nobody clicks this unless you tell them, hey, go onto here, trust us, just go to the PV private class and click this. That's probably how you get them to book straight from there. But you could do it straight from your website. SEO, people could just go straight on, find this. If it's well written, has good pictures, they understand exactly what they're getting, they might just buy it straight from the site. Possible. So yeah, that is what we have for just the general looks of your site and what could be pretty much improved. It's kind of a lot. Like you need location pages. If we're gonna rank in Lake Worth, you need a page that's specific to Lake Worth. Right now, this is Lantana, so like we're kind of focused on this page for Lantana. Lake Worth isn't like that relevant here. We need some location pages. You need a page for Lake Worth. You need a page for Boynton Beach, because when I looked on the map, you got Lake Worth up north. You have Lantana. Hold on, it's not here. Here's Lantana. You have Lake Worth, and then you have Boynton Beach. So those are like the three areas you should be marketing to. So you might be missing out on Boynton Beach, and you might just be going for Lake Worth. You should be doing those two areas, I think, and Lantana. But Lantana you're pretty good in. What else? Okay, let's now move on to keywords. So here we're filtering results based on only the Lantana area. So people who make searches in Lantana specifically, right? Let's see how you do. So it should be really good because like there's only one other competitor in Lantana. Like I don't expect you guys to be like anywhere else besides the top. So for MMA, the search result, it's hard. You get about a 44 page ranking. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you're fourth. And Jiu-Jitsu, you're second. So one of your other competitors who's probably in Lake Worth or some other city, not even in Lantana, is stealing your traffic. And that's not good. Combat Club, we should be stealing their traffic. I know that they're your competitor, but there is a great way that we could make a page with keywords Combat Club, and we could take some of their traffic. When people already know about Combat Club, they don't know about you. They might find you and be like, wow, I want to be with Gilbert Burns, you know? I want to be with that family. So they might switch over, you know? It's just psychology, just the way it works. Jiu-Jitsu near me, you're number one. That's perfect. Combat Sports Academy, again, take their stuff. And what is this? We are in Lantana. So we are expecting you to be pretty good in Lantana. UFC training, missing that keyword. So Lantana is decent. Let's move on to... That's Lantana. Remember, I already did this for you guys first time. 25 minutes. Muted. So here we go. Oh, this is looking at your competitors. We're going to do that after. Let's not get irrelevant here. So Lake Worth, here are your keywords for Lake Worth. Right, Lake Worth. Here we go. Overview. And we're comparing it to your competitor as well. So here's your competitor, and here's you. So there are some that he's not ranking for, and there's some that you're ranking for. We want to do it by volume, because that's the most important. Like this is search volume. So this is 260 searches per month, 210 searches per month, 110 searches per month for this specific keyword in this specific location, Lake Worth, okay? So just to clarify what this data means, this is the per monthly search volume for these specific keywords. So we have Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you're ranked 5th, it has 260 volume, you're missing out on getting, you know, if you're number 1, you're missing out on really the 260. Same with Jiu-Jitsu, because you have to remember the people who are above you on those searches, yeah, you're searching up on the first page of Google, but people are going to call in order the first to the second to the third to the fourth to the fifth, because in psychology they just kind of assume that they're just the best if they happen to be number 1 result, right? They're the most relevant in Google's eyes, so they're the most relevant to what they want. They're more than likely going to click on the first link first, so you're going to be the 5th person that they click on after they've already clicked on those first 4. You're going to be the 5th person, so they might have already called those other people, they might have already been interested in those other people before they even like clicked on your link. That's why it's important to be as high as you can. Now that we have that, MMA, harder one to get, but definitely possible. You're missing H1 title tags on your website, so Google doesn't even know what your main thing is. They're just like, they don't even know the topic of your page, kinda. That's how scary it is. So you need to add an H1. Combat Club, again, that's 110 volume we're missing out on that we could create a page for to steal some of your competition's traffic. Jiu-Jitsu near me, okay, that's second. Martial arts, you're missing martial arts. That's an extra 70 per month searches you're missing out on. Let's go MMA clubs near me, 30. Now these small ones, and they get smaller, that's okay, because we want to get all those, even though you're not ranking for them. Your competitor is. They're number 1 and stuff like that, but you're nowhere to be found there. And they add up. So the volume right here, let's take these 4 that you currently aren't even ranked for. Sports, combat sports, martial arts for kids. Look, that's one of the services you do and you're not even ranking for. We need that. MMA gyms near me. None of these you're ranking for. So you're missing out on 2, 4, 6, 8. You're missing out on 80 searches for those keywords per month. So you're missing out on those opportunities right now. You're missing out on martial arts lessons. self-defensive classes. Those are your services. You're not even ranking for those services. Self-defensive private lessons, you know? So all those different things, they all add up, and you want to try to get to the top spot, and you want to try to rank for those specific keywords. And when you have the proper amount of, let's go back to the chart, when you have a proper amount of word count, you have the right meta descriptions, and meta descriptions are very similar to these H1 tags, where they're basically explaining what the main purpose of that specific page is, but you don't see this as a user, this meta description. These meta descriptions are pretty much what you read down here. This is a meta description. So, best martial arts in Lake Worth, blah, 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 blah. These are meta descriptions, okay? These right here are meta titles. So you have a meta title and you have a meta description. These need to be filled out appropriately. They're not even doing it great. So like we can totally outperform your competition because they're just not structuring things in a proper way. Like I'm used to handling volume like with roofers and like dentists, and it's way, way, way more competitive. The people there create beautiful looking websites. They pay tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes per month, on SEO and websites. And there's a reason for that. It's because it works, you know. They get a lot more traffic coming to their site, more people who didn't know that they existed in the area, and sometimes you snag your competitors' customers this way. So it's the best thing to do. And let's see, let's count you. MMA Lake Worth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're even behind Combat Club. So so those are, you know, if you're the 6th position, we should be moving you up a lot more in the Lake Worth area, so that way you're not the 6th person getting clicked, you know. There's a couple more things you could do to optimize your listing, but maybe that's for another time. It's really good that you have a really good website because it brings a lot of power to your Google My Business. So we looked at the keywords, we understand the keywords, and where you're at there. Now let's look at your backlinks and how your off-page SEO needs to happen. So we just looked at the on-page, your design, you know, everything that the user sees, the rankings on Google, right? Those are all pretty much like on-page in a way. Well, not the rankings of Google because that's overall. So everything is that we just discovered or that we just went over is on-page. Now let's go over to off-page. So off-pages are like links coming to your site and they bring your website power. So let's think about like Facebook, for instance. Facebook has like 1 out of 100 in power for ranking, or 1 out of 99, let's say. And you have 9 out of 100. So comparatively, you're way smaller than Facebook, as anybody else should be, right? Like it totally makes a lot of sense. But we want to increase that over all of your competitors as well. So we'll look into that soon. Let's look at your referring domains. So let's go into that audit. So we see that you have a couple of these links right here. These are all backlinks that are links coming from one's website and coming to your website. And you might already understand that. However, you want to be getting good links. You don't want to be getting like crappy spammy links that don't do anything for you. So how do we determine that? Well, first we go and we find follow links. What does this mean? This means that these are the only links that are actually bringing power from their websites to your website. So let's say that we had a follow link from Facebook, 1 out of 99, right? That would be like the best backlink you could ever get, but it would have to be a follow link. And Facebook typically doesn't give out follow links for people like that. So you're not gonna like be able to exploit Facebook or some of these other ones because they set their links up whenever you make one as no follows. So you want to have links in that are do follow from websites that are non-spammy, that not all these developers are going to and just making accounts and sending backlinks to. That's spammy. Google doesn't like that. We can track spamminess in links. So right here, yeah, it has a really nice score and it's probably giving you all your power. Like these 2 links right here are giving you all the power that give you that 9 authority score. So we could increase that authority score dramatically by the backlinks that we provide you. We provide magazine backlinks, coupons, online directories for people in your local area to find you. Uh, what else do? We do coupons, we do magazine, just regular topic websites that might have to do with MMA. There's so many different ways that we can build links that are relevant to your site that Google will actually like, or traffic might actually come from. One of the things that that I kind of invented and that I kind of do with Cameron right now is we do a nice little system where he creates really good content, right? He's the content guy. He'll make you great content, and then what we do is we put that on YouTube. We do the SEO on YouTube, and then we send that backlink from YouTube to your site. Now, you're probably not going to get a do follow link right here, but you're going to get people who might be interested in Gilbert or something like that within this, or people in your community that get to there, they go through that link, and Google likes that because YouTube is attached with Google. So if you have traffic flowing between both their platforms, they're just going to reward you like crazy. So, you should be doing that. What else we got here? So that's what we established. We established the problem is you don't have enough do follow backlinks, because if you lose this one from Linktree or whatever, you have no backlink profile and it's just spammy. It's nothing good. Like, all these backlinks are super irrelevant. They're super low in quality, and they don't even pass you juice. They don't pass you their juice to your website. So remember, websites have juice, and when they send a backlink to your website, they take some of their juice and they give you some of that juice. So you want to have websites that contain juice, that are allowing that juice to come out of their site to your site. Okay, so that's probably the most simple I can explain it, but that's what you want. What else we got here? Is there anything else I need to explain? Let's keep going down this list. So we found the off-page and the on-page SEO. What are the problems you're having? It's pretty much this, like, how your site is currently built. It doesn't have the proper title tags. It doesn't have the proper meta descriptions and title descriptions. It's missing content, like more videos on the home page and exciting things to get people attached to who you guys are and your identity. Let's keep going. Your mobile page is really bad, is like pretty slow, and you want that to be like instant load because everybody uses their phone. As an example, think about this. Whenever you're trying to find a restaurant, or you're trying to find a gas station, or you want to get an oil change, or you want to get a haircut, karate lessons, whatever it is, a plumber, you pretty much nowadays just go on your phone, you go onto Google Maps, and you type in the keyword that you're looking for. You type in the service you're looking for, and that's how people find you. And then they go to your website from Google Maps, or they call you directly from Google Maps. So Google Maps is super important, and phone mobile responsiveness is super important. Let's continue. Okay, we already know. Mobile is okay. Desktop, even the speed should be 90, like it's desktop. It's really easy, especially with your website. There's like nothing. There's like no videos or anything. So like there's no reason why your page speed should even be 85. You should be in the green. What's next? And here we can see like your current organic rankings that we've already looked at. But this pretty much just shows you, what page you're on. It's not telling you your actual rank, but it's telling you, okay, you're on page 1 for this, page 1. You're not ranked for this. You're not ranked for these. And we pretty much already went over this. You're not ranked for a lot of these keywords. And you're not ranked at all on Bing. So you're missing out on a completely second search engine for no reason. You should be indexed on Bing as well. So that's something that you guys aren't doing. You guys haven't indexed yourself on Bing or any of the other search engines. There's DuckDuckGo, and there's like 4 other search engines that people actually use in your area, and they don't use Google because some people just don't trust Google because of information and stuff. So they use these other ones or it's a base, like Bing is basic default for Windows. So like when somebody puts Microsoft Edge and I were to type, I'm pretty sure this is going to happen. Let's see. And I were to type like MMA near me, like, look, it's using a Bing search. So like I would never be able to like find you well on Bing. So you're missing out on a whole nother platform that you could be utilizing. Let's continue. Let's see, we looked at your domain authority. We need to increase your visibility. You are not being shown on a lot of directory listings right here. So these are all like directory listings that guide people in your current city where to go for directions and things like that. Those are awesome backlinks to have, and you currently don't have any of them. And those are all things that we add. So let's continue. The reviews are great. You have great reviews. I noticed that some of your competition has some more reviews. This one has less, so it's very interesting. But I actually have a way, like, you guys should not be getting any fake reviews or anything like that. There's a totally ethical way of getting reviews, and it's super simple, and you guys should totally be taking advantage of it. And that's something we can discuss later. Because the reviews matter. Like, the more reviews you have, the more score you have to rank higher on Google Maps. So like having a higher score here will improve your chances of being above your competitors, and your website being relevant to this listing is going to increase your chances that you're going to rank up in spots on here. Because remember, first person is going to call, like the person who goes onto here is going to call Black Lotus first, Cardonza, SoFlo, who's not even has no ratings yet, they're still above you somehow, still above all these guys. It's really funny. And so yeah, we need to change that. Let's see. I'm sure I'm missing out on something that I said in the previous video that I was trying to make, but just the way it is, and we can always talk about that later. Here we go. So here's your competitor metrics. As you can see, these guys, the reason why they show to have a higher domain authority than you. So here it says 9 on our software. It said 9. Here it says 3. So let's just assume that you really are a 3, because I don't see you being a 9. It actually doesn't make any sense. So let's assume you're a 3 and that your competitor is a 9. They have more links that are passing juice, whereas you have 1%. So like you have a ton of links that are not passing any juice. They're just irrelevant. Like they do nothing for you. So you might be spending, maybe your SEO guy, like I don't know what's going on, but maybe like they're just paying some cheap guy to send you really spammy, crappy links that do nothing for you. And that's not what you want. You want links that are like relevant in Google's eyes, relevant to what, where the person's coming from. You want that traffic coming to you. It could even be local news websites, anything like that. Let's see. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's just do a quick recap. You need better on-page SEO. We need to increase the backlink profile that you guys have, and the design and user experience of your website. So those are 3 things that are lacking, and the content, honestly, to add more content to that site constantly, adding to your blog and adding videos and adding YouTube videos and sending them back to your website. Those are all things that we should be focusing on coming forward. So I really appreciate you guys giving me the time to explain and maybe teach you guys. Hopefully you guys learned something about this experience, and hopefully we can work together here in the future. So just hit up Cameron and let us know what you guys think. Thanks again. Again, my name is Mike Lombardo. I am a front-end developer and SEO and marketing online specialist. So give us a holler. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks again.